The race for Virginia governor heating up with GOP candidate Winsome Earle-Sears and Democrat Abigail Spanberger battling it out in their one and only debate before next month's election. Spanberger was asked about fellow Democrat Attorney General candidate Jay Jones as he faces calls to leave the race because of violent texts he made about a top Republican.
Will you continue to endorse Jay Jones to be the next Attorney General of Virginia?
So the public was unaware who had knowledge of these text messages for many years.
What did you do about it?
I learned of these text messages the day that they came out, and I denounced them as soon as I learned of them.
What you're saying is that as of now, you still endorse Jay Jones as Attorney General?
I'm saying as of now, it's up to every voter to make their own individual decision.
Joining me now is journalist Emily Austin. Emily, why is this so tough for not just Abigail Spanberger, but for all Democrats? In Spanberger's case, why can't she just do the right thing and pull her endorsement?
I really don't understand how much easier this could have been for Spanberger. There were two key points in that debate that really annoyed me, which was condone political violence, which no Democrat is doing, but they know how to finger point at the Republicans. But I'll remind everyone, the bullets only fly one direction because Republicans, we fight back in the ballots, not with bullets. And on the other hand, she couldn't protect women and keep men out of female sports. Now, in my book, that's a litmus test. If you can't do those two things, the rest of the conversation is irrelevant because you are incompetent.
Yeah, and to the point on women's sports, eventually she said nude men should not be in a locker room with girls because she herself has 3 girls. I have 2 girls myself. I wouldn't have needed any equivocation. It's pretty instantaneous. Any dude in my girl's bathroom is a non-starter. Why can't they get to that point that is normal, that normal human beings arrive to, Emily?
It seems that she's walking on eggshells, but if you can't take a clear position on any of these policies, whether it is political violence or it's men and women's sports, and you're just going to stay in the middle, you're showing your voters, your constituents, that they are not going to be able to put their faith in you. And I'll tell you a common pattern I'm seeing amongst Democrats, especially congressional Democrats, is when they are promising you things, like they will protect you, which she's not even doing, most of the time they don't actually follow through with that. So now take a woman who's not even promising you the bare minimum. Imagine what she's going to do if she wins.
And Spanberger, though, still has a 10-point lead in the most recent poll over Winsome Earle-Sears. We'll see if a potential Donald Trump endorsement, he hasn't given it yet, to Earle-Sears closes that gap. Finally, on the topic of Donald Trump, he did not win this year's Nobel Peace Prize. It was awarded to a Venezuelan opposition leader. Your thoughts?
I will blame my favorite disease, Trump derangement syndrome. It's actually my least favorite disease right now, but it's the most prevalent. Listen, I'm sure the woman who won was an incredible woman fighting a great cause, but Trump solved 8 wars in 9 months. That is unprecedented. And now, if you still don't want to give it to him, that's fine. But then let me ask you, why did Barack Obama receive a Nobel Peace Prize when he, in fact, did nothing good for America and nothing good for international diplomacy? In fact, all he did was drop bombs. But that's a Nobel Peace Prize winner. But then Donald Trump, who's been since day one trying to end the war in Ukraine and Russia, he just solved the war between Israel and Gaza, which nobody was able to do for years. And he doesn't deserve the Nobel Peace Prize. I think it's Trump derangement syndrome in its flesh, and we're going to find the cure soon.
The next application date, January 31st of next year for stuff that happened this year. We'll see if he gets it then. Emily Austin, thank you, my friend. Appreciate it.